Westside Wellbeing crew. Welcome to our Wellbeing at 1. We have some yoga today. All you need is a mat, a safe space to be able to practice in, and maybe some water, clothes you can move in comfortably. And today, even though it is lunchtime, we are going to be doing a wake up special. So if you haven't had a chance to move your body much today, this is perfect. Even if you're doing it at lunchtime, even if you're doing it in the evening, but this is actually going to be a beautiful morning routine, 20 minutes you can do every day. So it's a great one to save and just watch on repeat. Play it before you even know what you're doing, and you're getting a nice yoga session in. And you can even start it in bed if you want to help you get out of bed in the morning. So yeah, we're going to start lying down then. So come to find a way to lie down on your mats. And just settle here for a moment. Get any fidgets out of your system, anything that's going to distract you. Turn it off or close the door on it, and then just settle here. Notice how you're feeling. Notice what kind of energy you're noticing in the body. Notice any particular parts of you that are calling for your attention. And then just notice the parts that feel okay, that are just doing what they need to do. Notice where your mind is taking you, dwelling on things that have already happened or racing ahead to think about things that might happen today. And to see if you could bring your focus all the way to your breath, zooming in on the present moment, noticing how it feels to inhale, noticing how it feels to exhale. Each inhale a little deeper, and each exhale a little longer. If you are doing this from bed in the morning, keep your focus on your breath, making each one deeper and longer. No danger of just falling back asleep. Inhale strongly. Exhale to let go. Take 5 more rounds here. Lovely. On your next inhale, we're going to raise the arms all the way up above the head and come into a full body stretch. Reaching the fingertips in one direction, point the toes the other way, push the heels away. And then just completely relax here, but keep the arms above your head. And notice if there's any tightness in your shoulders showing up here or in the neck. Just try and settle here, relax, let go. Cross at the thumbs, start to walk your hands over towards the right hand corner of your mat, the top right. Start to take your feet over to the bottom right hand corner. Again, you can do this in bed. Option to take your left ankle over the right. Feel the stretch down the left side of the body here. Lovely. Inhale to start to walk the feet back to center, hands back to center. Cross the thumbs the other way and start to walk your hands over to the top left and your feet to the bottom left. Maybe crossing right ankle over the left here. And as you inhale, start to bring the feet to center, hands to center, Exhaling, letting your arms come all the way down beside the body. Let's bend into the knees as you inhale. We're going to start with a really tiny movement here. Push into the feet and just connect your lower back to the mat. So it's a little pelvis tilt. And as you exhale, release. Inhale, push into the mat, push the lower back into the mat. And exhale to release. Same again. Nice. Now we're going to make it a bit of a bigger movement. So as you inhale, push lower back into the mat. Start to lift the tailbone. And as you exhale, release back down. Inhale, connect lower back to the mat. Start to roll up, lower back, middle back maybe. As you exhale, release back down. Inhaling, pushing into the feet, rolling all the way up the spine, chest towards the chin maybe. And then rolling back down. And we take 3 more rounds, and if you want to and you've got the space, as you inhale, lift the hips, raise the arms above the head. And as you exhale, release the arms, release the spine. Imagine as you inhale, you're breathing in lightness, you're breathing in energy, fueling you for your day ahead, your afternoon ahead. Excellent. Start to find stillness here. Take the arms a little wider. Let your knees drop to the left as your gaze goes over your right shoulder. Inhale to come back to center. And exhale, knees go right, gaze goes left. And we're just going to move with the breath here. Starting to get this lateral rotation into the spine. Excellent. Start to bring the knees back to center, head to center, and we're going to hug both legs in towards the body. Wrap your arms around the top of the shins. Big squeeze. Head, neck, and shoulders releasing back to your mat. Thighs coming in towards the belly. Bringing the hands to the back of the knees. We're going to start to rock and roll forwards and backwards. Now, if this doesn't feel comfortable or you are on your bed, you might want to transition now to find yourself on a mat on the floor. Or you could just roll onto your side, push yourself up. We're going to rock and roll a couple more times until eventually we come all the way up and everybody meets in a tabletop position. So somewhere in the middle of your mat on the floor, hands underneath shoulders, fingers spread nice and wide, knees underneath your hips. Excellent. Let's carry on waking up the spine. So we inhale, belly drops, chest opens, gaze goes up. And as you exhale, start to round the spine, push the floor away. Lovely. Inhale, belly drops, chest opens, gaze goes up. Exhale to round the spine. Taking 3 more rounds. And start to find your way towards stillness. Knees go wide to the width of your mat. Big toes to touch. Push your hips back towards your heels. Reach the fingertips away from you. Forehead settles down towards the floor. Child's pose. You want your spine to feel long and your hips to feel nice and heavy here. Taking 1 more deep inhale. And 1 more deep exhale. Excellent. Let's inhale, pull ourselves all the way up into our tabletop position, knees coming in underneath our hips. Now, another small movement here. Just let your chest lower towards the floor. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. As you inhale, push into the hands, push the shoulders up towards the ceiling. So as you exhale, you lower. It's just like an inch, your chest coming down towards the floor. Squeeze those shoulder blades and then push into the hands. Lift up. Take 3 more. Lower the chest. You can see nothing else is moving. Try and keep the arms straight as you lower the chest. 1 more. Excellent. Find your way to stillness here. We've been warming up those shoulders, so let's take melting heart pose. Keep your hips in line with your knees. Walk your hands forwards, lower the head and the chest towards the floor. Hips are high. You're going to feel this starting to wake up your shoulders and your upper arms. Forehead settles down towards the floor, chest settling down towards the floor. On your next inhale, lift the head, look forward, slide all the way onto your stomach. We're going to come into Sphinx pose. Elbows under shoulders, fingertips pointing forwards, head and chest lifted. Have the sensation you're pulling your elbows back in towards your body, lengthening your spine out from your pelvis. Lovely. Let the head bow down towards the floor and let the weight of the head slide your shoulder blades towards each other. On your next inhale, lift the head, bend into the right leg. Left arm comes across the mat, right hand reaches back, grabs hold of the foot, squeeze your foot in towards the body, looking towards your toes or straight ahead. Excellent. Release the foot, slide your hands back to the mat, right knee comes out to the side and just bring the head and the chest to the floor, looking towards the right hand side. Just take a couple of breaths here, releasing into that right hip. Excellent. Release the right leg all the way back. Start to lift the head and the chest back up into your Sphinx pose, elbows under shoulders. This time we bend into the left leg, right arm comes across the body for balance. As you reach back with the left foot, squeeze the foot in towards the body. Look to your toes or look forward. Excellent. Release the foot. Hands come back to the floor. Slide your knee, left knee out in line with the left hip and just lower the body to the floor, gaze to the left. We extend the left leg back behind us. Bring our hands to the floor. We push all the way back. Take a child's pose. Knees go wide, big toes to touch. Push your hips towards the heels. Settle forehead and chest down towards the floor. Feel the spine lengthening here as the hips get a little heavier. Push down into your left hand. The left elbow is going to lift up as you open your chest. Reach the right arm up to the ceiling. Gaze follows fingertips. As you exhale, thread the arm underneath the left, right ear to the floor. Let's do the same on the other side. So push into the left hand, reach the right arm up, finish off. Right arm reaches out to meet the left. Connect the right hand down, left arm reaches up, gaze follows fingertips. Left arm underneath the right, left ear to the floor. One more deep inhale. One more deep exhale. Lovely. Push into the right hand. Left arm reaches up. A left arm out to meet the right. And we start to walk our hands in towards the body, rolling up the spine. Notice how your back is feeling as you release. You can stay sat like this or come into a cross-legged position. We're going to roll into the shoulders. And roll back the other way. Start to find stillness here in the shoulders, chin towards the chest. And gently roll one ear to one shoulder. Same thing the other side. Chin towards your chest, slowly lifting the head all the way up. Walk the hands forwards. Find your tabletop position. Again, knees coming in underneath your hips. Tuck the toes under. Stretch into the backs of the toes. Rock a little forwards and backwards, maybe if that helps. Stretch the toes. And then start to find your way to stillness here. Lift the knees, lift the hips. Find your downward facing dog. Connect your hands to the floor. Nice bend in the knees. We can walk out the legs. Gaze is under opposite armpits. Finding stillness, hips high, spine long. Breathe here. Step your right foot up in between your hands. Right knee in line with right ankle. Drop the back knee down. Untuck the back toes. Find your balance. Inhale. Just bring your hands up to the thigh. Slowly let the hips move forwards and down. Don't let the knee go past the ankle. Wiggle the foot further forward if you need to. As you exhale, push the hips back, flex the toes up to the ceiling, hinge forwards from your hips. So we're stretching into the back of that right leg. Inhale to come all the way back up. Hands come down to frame the foot. Lift the back knee up. Step your right foot back to meet the left. Back into your downward facing dog. Breathe here. Inhale, look forward, step your left foot up in between the hands. Help it along if you need to. Drop the back knee down. Untuck the back toes. As you inhale, come all the way up. Hands to rest on the thigh. Sink those hips forwards and down. Breathe. Release the hips back in line with the back knee. Straighten the left leg. Flex the toes up. And start to hinge and fold forwards here. As you inhale, come all the way up. Bend into the knee. Hands come down to frame the foot. Tuck the back toes under. Lift the back knee. Step left foot back to meet the right. Downward facing dog. Start to walk your feet towards the middle of your mat. Your hands back towards your feet, coming into a ragdoll. Grabbing hold of opposite elbows. Let the head hang. Maybe nod. Maybe sway. Releasing hands to the floor. As you inhale, let's start to roll all the way up the spine. And your head will be the very last thing to come all the way up. First time that we have stood up in this practice. Maybe the first time you've come to standing in the day if you're doing this right in the morning when you wake up. Just notice how you feel here. Connect to the body. If there's any part of you that is calling for your attention to be released, to be stretched, then maybe just give it a little wiggle, maybe circle into the hips. Or you could just stay still. We're going to finish off here with our breath of joy to set you up for the day. We're going to do 5 rounds. I'll do a quick demo. We inhale, arms come up. Inhale again, arms go out. Inhale again, arms go up. And as you exhale, bend the knees, hinge from the hips, fold forwards. As you fold forwards, the mouth is open and you're breathing out like a big That's what we're going for. So quick demo, we go inhale, inhale, inhale. And then we come straight back in. Inhale, inhale, inhale. Lovely. So find your way to stillness. Notice how you're feeling here. We'll take 2 normal breaths. In through the nose. Out through the nose. In through the nose. And out through the nose. Excellent. We begin. Let's inhale, inhale, inhale. Inhale, inhale, inhale. Inhale, inhale, inhale. 2 more. Inhale, inhale, inhale. Inhale, inhale, inhale. Coming all the way up. Find your stillness. Just settle here. Maybe giving yourself a moment to thank yourself for waking up your body, stretching through the whole body, opening up into your joints, taking this moment to connect the mind and the body, to breathe. And maybe from here you can set a little intention for the rest of your day. And we'll just finish with a sighing breath. Nice deep inhale through the nose. Let it all out through the mouth. Big sigh. Hands coming into prayer at heart center. Thank you so much for joining me for your practice, for sharing your incredible energy with me and anyone else who goes on to do the video. Have a wonderful day ahead. Namaste. Thank you so much. If you have enjoyed this, please feel free to like, share, subscribe to the channel so you will get our latest drops every Wednesday, 1 o'clock. Also, give us any feedback. Let us know what you like, what you want more of, what you want less of. Next week will be Pilates, and we will hopefully see you soon.